Love Island USA Season 8 is only 3 days into Casa, and I can say for sure that some of these islanders are bringing someone new back. Let's get into it. Hey y'all, it's Nay. Welcome back to my little corner of YouTube. This video will contain spoilers for Love Island USA Season 8, Episode 19. So if you haven't seen it yet and you do not want spoilers, save this video and come back after you do. You are about to hear my thoughts on Episode 19, but of course I want to hear yours, so feel free to drop your thoughts below if you do want to participate in the conversation, and give this video a like and a hype before you go. So of course we're going to get into all the things, but I just want to say that I love this temperature check game, and I love it because it's messy, because they basically put you against the person that you're in a couple with, so you know if you over here getting freaky and they beat you, that they was over there getting extra freaky. And it's just something about the mess of that I like. I love this show, I fear. But to my Love Island veterans, I do have a question. Who's deciding on who's hotter or not? Is it a producer sitting somewhere like behind the screen being like, yeah, that's real hotter, oh, toes in mouth, yeah, you win? That's what it's given. Also, they said that the villa and the casa had a tie, but we know that they didn't. They just wanted those people to fly the freak flag high so that they could get a slow-mo for it, and they did. So let's talk about the Mojo Dojo Casa house first. Casey decides that he wants to explore a connection with Sydney in this episode, and they're chatting it up like for the first time, really. And she asks him if he's dominant, and he gets all flustered, and he's like, no, I'm just free-flowing. And she's like, oh baby, no, I mean in the bedroom. And he literally chokes on his drink because he's so taken aback, and then he proceeds to tell her that he's vanilla.
What do you mean like vanilla? Like you don't do what?
I don't do all that shit.
Like toys and shit?
I don't do all that.
And now I'm thinking that maybe he called Aniya a grandma as a term of endearment because he's also a grandpa. The word vanilla is not even in my vocabulary. I don't even eat vanilla ice cream. Not y'all in my business. Now, Casey is taking full advantage of Casa, and honestly, I love that for him because Aniya is taking full advantage of Casa as well, and I love that for her. We know that he was on top of TT last episode. This episode, he all over Sydney. Now, I do need to talk about my good sis TT because y'all know I'm rooting for her because she's from LA like me. But I was also realistic last night, and I said, hey, she came in hot. She said, I see Casey, I like Casey, I want him, that's my man. She came in saying that. She said that in her interview, her little pre-intro interview. And after 24 hours, she seems very attached to him. Now, I said that I think she has built some type of parasocial relationship with him, and yeah, I think that's exactly what happened. Because she's watching all these episodes, so she's seen, what, 16, 17 episodes of him in this villa. She sees how he's moving. She, in her mind, feels like, you know, Aniya's not the one for him. So yeah, she feels like she needs to be taking Aniya's place. And it is very parasocial because, girly, you know, I love you, but you only known him for 24 hours. You've been a little intense. When he told her that he wanted to sleep in a bed with Sydney.
Why are we arguing?
I do not know.
I hate to argue.
We're not. I don't think we're arguing though, because I'm not like.
I just feel like we're having a disagreement right now, and you're not understanding my side.
Okay, I'm fully understanding your side. I feel like
do what you want to do.
And Casey tells the guys this, but really he didn't have to tell them because everybody could see that she was upset. And the guys are like, yeah, she low-key seemed like she was more upset than Aniya. Which, I don't know if that's the case, but I do think she was reacting a lot extreme. But they do ultimately find their way back to each other, and he's right back in the bed with her the next day. Because he really doesn't see it with Sydney. They feel more like friends. And honestly, I kind of got that vibe when they were talking too. Because he said something to her. I forget what it is now, but I'll put the clip in it.
Let's do it.
let's get money.
Alright, player.
But he said something to her that was something that like a friend would say. It was very homegirl, homeboy. Now, Casey does say something really interesting when he's speaking to Corbin.
I'm getting put in a box and you gotta do this, or I'm gonna be mad at you, or if you do this, I'm not gonna give you no kisses. I don't need that shit.
And what's funny about this is that myself and a few other commentators that I have seen covering Love Island have said that we feel like Aniya is being manipulative. Now, the Aniya stans are rebuking that. They saying KC is the one who is manipulative. I don't see it, but that's what they saying. And to the people out there who don't view Aniya as a manipulator, please explain to me how you would explain this. Because telling someone you're not going to kiss them unless they behave a certain way or do something that you want them to do is manipulative. Like textbook manipulation. You better act this way or I'm going to withhold something from you. Like, that is textbook manipulation. So I just want to know how y'all plan on arguing that point. I'm very curious. Because if a man was doing that to a woman saying, you know, I'm not going to do this unless you do this. You better cook my food this way. You better wear this. Y'all will be calling that man abusive. And you would be right to do so because that is abusive. And on top of everything.
What things you have in common with Naya?
I have nothing in common with Aniya, bro.
So yeah, Aniya and Casey's situation is dead and done, in my opinion. And it's done on both ends. And I love that for him and I love that for her. I love Aniya with Carl. Don't be confused that just because I'm saying y'all not giving her enough heat, that means that I don't like her with him. I said I think that Carl is very attractive and I like them together. I think they mesh together much more than Casey and Aniya did. The new couples that they are in, I'm rooting for both of them. Because she doesn't have anything in common with Casey either. And that's kind of the point that I was making yesterday. Is like, yeah, there's the aspect of race that doesn't really matter to me. I understand that you can like people outside of your race. I really only brought the race thing into it because y'all were calling him a colorist when clearly he's not. So the real reason that only came up to me. The reason that I really think Aniya and Carl are clicking is because they come from a similar background. Like I said yesterday, he's well traveled, she likes traveling, she come from money, he come from some money too. So economically and what's the word I'm looking for? I want to say culturally, but it's definitely not that. Class-wise. They are more on the same level. And sometimes that makes all the difference. And Casey is already rehearsing. Casey is already rehearsing his speech to Aniya.
I be telling Aniya that, like, you didn't pick me, bro.
Yeah.
TT literally came in here and said, I want you. I've been watching you, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Claimed your ass, I ain't gonna lie.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Also, can one of y'all let me know they make them practice that air hump move before they're able to get accepted on Love Island? Because I've seen multiple people on Love Island do that little move. Kenzie's done it a few times. Casey did it. I think I even saw Carl doing it during the temperature challenge. Why do they all do that? Like, where y'all get that from? I've never seen anybody do that outside of this show. And maybe you got served or something. I don't know. Moving on to Sincere and Amora. They seem to have a little something going on. They're both talking about how they like journaling. They like doing daily affirmations, all of this great stuff that sounds fantastic on paper. But the problem with Sincere is I can't believe anything that Sincere says because I know that he can sound really genuine and be talking a whole lot of shit. So I can't really trust Sincere. Unfortunately for Amora, even though she has seen how he moves, she thinks she's different. She might be, but we don't know. She thinks she's different. She sees a butterfly. She said that's a sign of good luck. So I fear my good sis might be falling under Sincere's spell. Then he licks her toes doing a temperature check game and she's just going further and further down Sincere's rabbit hole. And I really do mean she's going further down his rabbit hole. It is very one-sided. Like I said, you can't trust this man. Because she whispers to him, I really like you. And he does that little smile like, gotcha, bitch. And then a few seconds later, he says, I really like you too.
I like you. I like you too.
Don't believe a word that comes out of this man's mouth. I really need y'all to understand you cannot trust Sincere. I can't wait for him to get out of this villa and find out that everybody is calling him insincere. Like, yikes. So Corbin is moving like a menace in the Mojo Dojo Casa house and taking yet another woman right from under Cowboy Caleb's arms. And Caleb is sitting here looking like a little kid waiting for his parents to stop talking and pay attention to him. I need y'all to look me in my eyes as I look the camera lens in its eyes, or one eye. You couldn't pay me to third wheel this hard. I wouldn't even still be sitting by them listening to this nonsense take place in front of me. He is furthering his embarrassment listening to them as they don't even acknowledge his existence. I'm not gonna let you play in my face like that, especially not while it's being recorded for national TV. And then you gonna say this in front of me?
You want some? Oh, my bad. I'll take it off. Don't play. God.
Yeah, no. I'm glad that Caleb figured it out because you just could not catch me. I know that C is getting ready to call Caleb a cuck. I can hear it now. And we already knew that Corbin had his eyes on Parmita. He said that from jump. And it turns out that she actually already had her eye on him because they already know each other, or know of each other, as I should say.
You don't
Jog my
remember
memory.
messaging me?
For real?
Yes. We followed each other. Yeah, it was like a short conversation. It was like, hey, I'm moving to Miami, we should work out together. And we were like, we should run. And I was like, run, work out, everything. And then that's it.
Oh my gosh, yes. No, I do remember.
And the only thing that this conversation confirmed for me is that Corbin is in fact a fuckboy. I don't think he's denied it, but Corbin is in fact a fuckboy. He gets so many DMs from women throwing themselves at him that he can't even keep up. He don't even remember the ones that he's spoken to. Kenzie is absolutely cooked. And she says she's over him, but I feel like when she see him, it's going to be a different story, but we gonna see. And the thing about it is, Kenzie is very flirtatious. We know that. She, for some reason, won't admit it, but we can all see it. But Parmita, she's flirtatious, and she knows that she's the baddest. And I'm not saying that Kenzie isn't confident in herself. She's very confident. But Parmita's confidence is on a whole other level because she knows how bad Corbin wants her, and she's playing into that. I think that all girlies can relate to this. Anytime that I've taken a man's phone and started taking selfies and making sure that he remembered this night with me, I knew I had that man right where I wanted him. She knows what she's doing. She's playing the game, and I love that for her. I love Parmita. I don't know what the zeitgeist zeitgeist is saying about her. I think this is really her first time kind of being shown on camera this much outside of the intro dance that they did. But I love Parmita. I love her confidence. I love that she's giving Corbin a run for his money, essentially. She's playing the game just like he plays it. She might be a bigger player than him. And she's definitely no longer entertaining Caleb. I don't even think he's a thought. She got up and walked away without even acknowledging him, at least from what we saw. And then Caleb had to pretend that he wanted to share a bed with Jaden, who Corbin also pushed to the side like she didn't exist. And when Parmita and Corbin get into the bed, she says, I really want to kiss you, but I don't want the whole world to know, you know what I mean? And I don't know if anyone told her or not, but she's on Love Island. Literally the entire world is going to see this. I'm clipping it right now. Everybody's seeing it. And Corbin said he didn't think about Kenzie not one time while being in Casa. And I kind of love that for him. So yeah, Caleb is now exploring a little situationship with the other brunette blonde, Jaden. And he actually specifically asks her if she's a natural blonde. And she says, yeah. And I just need my white people to come to the forefront again. I'm coming to you again to ask you, what is the deal with this? She says, yes, she's a natural blonde, but I see brown roots.
Is your hair like naturally blonde?
Yeah. I've always been
That's
like
pretty
that.
good for your hair.
Thank you.
Is she saying that her hair grows in brown but then turns blonde? I know that that's possible, but I think that tends to happen with babies. Maybe her roots are brown and she's a natural blonde. I thought that black women had a lot of different categories and, information to learn about their hair. But y'all might have us beat, because this season has been a masterclass, a terrible one, but a masterclass on white blonde women and how they're actually not blonde, they're brunette. And I'm confused. I just need somebody to break it down for me. The ways in which these brunette blonde women classify their hair is escaping me. I can't understand it. Let's talk about the main villa. So we know we left off with Trinity kissing Corey, and she said the kiss was good, but ultimately she's not feeling it. Her heart is with Bryce, and that's good because Bryce's heart is with her. And for the first time that I can really remember, I don't know, maybe I'm just now really paying attention, but Trinity opens up about the fact, I think she has hinted at it before, but this is the first time she really expresses it in full for me to see, at least. Trinity expresses the fact that the reason that she's really kind of iffy and like slow to open up with Bryce is because of the fact that he's white. He's the first white man that she's ever entertained, and her concern is dating him and then him either leaving her or cheating on her, however it happens, to then go be with a white woman. And I guess I can understand that, like with this being the first white guy that she's ever dated, but I've already told y'all that I date white men, and that is never a concern that I've had, because I'm gonna be real, the type of white men that I date very much don't like white women. Like like I'm gonna be real, and that's no tea, no shade. Like I'm not like, they're not hateful, they're not like, fuck them, but they're just not attracted to them. Like they're very much attracted to black women. So I've never had that concern. That is interesting. I can definitely understand the concern there, like I get it, but I'm just like, that shouldn't really be, but like if he like black girls, he like black girls. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. And you know what? They just might be made for each other, because during the temperature rise challenge, they both did the same first move. So clearly they are, telepathic or something. I'm starting to get the feeling that y'all are gonna vote Trinity and Bryce to win this. And I say that because I still don't think that they really like each other. And I know that's crazy for me to say based on what I just said, but something about it still is escaping me. I think I might be more inclined to start maybe seeing it from a different point of view, since Trinity has explained the fear behind why she's having a hard time opening up with him. I can understand that. I don't want this man to play in my face, and I don't want it to come down to race, because that's not something I control. What it would feel like to her is like he's getting something from a white woman that he can't get from me because I can't give him whiteness. And so I can understand how that's a deeper thing. And so I might be coming around to it. When it comes to him, I'm still of the belief that he's just trying to win this thing based off of running on the interracial ticket, but we will see. I just think that he knows that interracial couples play well. I don't know. It's hard to say with them, but I feel like the way that their story is being edited right now, and the things that are happening, and the things that Trinity is saying, and the way that she's moving in Casa, the way that he's moving in Casa, I think they might be in a position to win. But I know we still have, we're coming up on having like 2.5 weeks left, so we'll see how everything works out. Kata is concerned that Zach might be getting into some things over at the Mojo Dojo Casa house, and unfortunately Trinity was there to be the voice of reason.
But if Zach is in there fucking getting his fucking dick wet.
If y'all didn't go into the hideaway, then I would be like, yeah, he probably would bring the money back, but y'all did. And I feel like he cherishes that.
And Trinity just needs to stop talking, because she knows what she's talking about. He's getting into some things, not a lot of things, but he's definitely kissing. And up until that point, I don't think she had kissed anyone yet. So you know what I mean? And I don't think she still has kissed anyone outside of a challenge. So yeah, he is getting up to some things, just not that many things. And also the thing is, Kata knows that he doesn't value what they had in the hideaway, because he told her before the hideaway, he told her during the hideaway, and he's told her after the hideaway, hey, if somebody else come in that turns my head, I just might explore. I think he's made that crystal clear. I can't even fault him for that. Like, this is her at this point. Rita is having conversations with Shay, but she hasn't kissed him yet. But to me, it just feels like the only thing they're connecting over and talking about are each other's eye colors.
It's nice to like finally be able to like see your eyes, like for real.
They're almost like the same color as like the ocean. And on like the inside, they're like a little green.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to pay attention to what you say, but your eyes just be like piercing right through me.
And then we have the not lustful at all Kenzie showing off sugar, spice, and everything nice.
Yeah, because this is sugar, this is spice, and this is everything nice. I just can't.
Y'all remember yesterday when I said Gal looks like every hipster in LA? Yeah, I didn't even realize his name was Gal. I thought that he was Dylan. That name could not be more LA. That's such an LA surfer name. This man is the epitome of someone that you would see selling artwork to tourists at Venice Beach. But when I see him and Jen together, I think they look really good together. Jen's not gonna win Love Island, but I know we've only seen them have a few conversations, but I think that outside of the villa, they could actually have something. They pair really well together. Moving on to Melanie. Towards the end of the episode, Melanie is having a conversation with Corey because Trinity has let him know, hey, my heart is with Bryce. I'm not moving forward with this. And so he's like, okay, I wanted to explore with Melanie anyway. So they're exploring. They seem to have good chemistry. And he tells Melanie, look, you already know that I've been watching this. That man is lying to you. So now she's kind of thinking about what that situation is, which she should because he has lied to her.
Sincere, and he'll be coming back. It's just like there's a lot of shit that you don't see.
You're not the only person that have told me that.
Ironically, it sounds like Corey is being sincere. However, I heard that he has a baby that we haven't seen him bring up. Now, that's only alleged. I don't know if he has a baby for sure, but maybe by the time I get this video out, y'all gonna know. So let me know if he has a baby. So yeah, things are kind of heating up in some ways and slowing down in other ways, depending on if you're talking about Villa or Casa. But we still have a few more days left in Casa Amor, so I'm just ready to get to the end. Honestly, I want to see who brings who back. I have a feeling that both Aniya and Casey are going to bring their respective people back. And I love that for both of them. I hope that they do because I just, like I said, I think they're better with the two people that they're with right now. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Are y'all starting to feel like anybody is going to be bringing somebody back for sure? Are you starting to call any winners of this thing yet? Let me know. I'm going to get this edited, get this up to you guys, and I'll see y'all on Thursday. Bye. And taking yet another man. Not another man. Now y'all can see my shorts don't match though. I'm gonna be honest. 9 times out of 10, I be wearing pajamas on the bottom. I got a shirt on top, pajamas on the bottom. Like that really be the move. I'm not gonna put full on outfit on for YouTube and y'all don't even see the bottom half of my body half the time. Let's be serious. I don't want my head to be cut off either. I hate that when I'm watching YouTube videos and the person's head is like not, you know what I mean? Like they head be cut off. I hate that. It's like, why didn't you fix that? Episode 9, no, I'll just start over. If you do want to participate. Girl, what? Oh, that other blanket was there. I feel like you're not supposed to scratch that chair. Yeah, I feel like you're not supposed to be scratching that chair because this blanket is usually there. So let me put the blanket back. I feel like you doing stuff you're not supposed to be doing.